back to Ouellette. They keep working him, and he keeps paying off. Touchdown, Toronto. Gets a big run through. Ouellette is passing it into the end zone. Touchdown. He couldn't resist the celebration.
Let's talk about the hammer. You brought it with you. You brought it to your signing day. Why do you like having this with you?
It's a good little reminder of what it was used for in that Labor Day game. And then everyone that wants to talk football wants to talk the hammer, so I bring it. It's a good little photo prop.
I have a present for you. Close your eyes. Open.
Yeah!
Can you believe that they're already selling these?
Yeah, I know. And I asked the lady that was working at the Rider store, I said, how did you know, first off, that I was coming? She goes, I've had that for 2 years. Because
Really?
we're finally just selling out of them, though. I said,
That's
well,
amazing.
good. Yeah. She said maybe last year she sold one, and then she sold out the week I signed.
That's
so
incredible.
It shows the love of the game. Like, they're bringing in a football guy, and they're like, how can we support him? And they're already talking about some of my apparel, make football tough again, trying to sell them in the stores and, the Thor t-shirts and all that.
I know you haven't played yet, but obviously you've played at Mosaic before. This fan base, compared to basically every fan base in the league too, I mean, they live and breathe this team. I mean, what does it mean to be part of an organization that adores the team and their players to this level?
Yeah, I mean, it feels like home. Being a small town Ohio kid, it's football. It's Friday nights, stores closed just to go to the game. That's what I'm looking forward to. When I was with Toronto, the fans would stop me before, even playing there. They're like, we just love the way you play the game. We love who you are. And it just shows the character of that city and that fan base. They're just blue-collar football guys.
Why Saskatchewan?
First off, you got Cory Mace. As soon as he took the job, I knew that was one coach I wanted to talk to in the free agency. You kind of compare leaders, and you got Trevor Harris. Any player that I've talked to in the league, I said nothing but respectful things about this guy, how hard he works, and it kind of helps that he lives just north of Columbus, so it just makes off-season training a little easier. Yeah, Cory Mace, my former running back coach, now O-line coach, Coach Ed, he's out there too, so it's a couple reasons.
Cory, obviously, DC, you didn't work directly with him, but you were obviously part of the Argos and their organization. What's that relationship like, and how do you think that'll change now that he's your head coach?
Relationship, he's just a family guy. He's a football guy too. Obviously, he played D-line, and he's a D-line coach, so he likes that smash mouth football, and that's the running back style that he wanted this year, and glad he called me. He was the first coach to call me when the free agency window opened, and it was a FaceTime call from the weight room, so he already knows my personality, so I'm excited to see him fall into that head coach role.
You gonna get the Breakfast Club going in Regina?
Yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna see how many people I can bring on board. Just as long as it doesn't get too busy to where I can't get my workout in.
No, you gotta get your workouts in.
Yeah.
Where are you living in Regina?
In a trailer park.
No, you're not.
Yep, bring the camper up. I'm in Buffalo Lookout. I'm gonna move there about 20 minutes east of the city. They gave me a decent deal for the season. My parents are gonna drive up the camper for the first home game, and then so I'll have like an Airbnb for that first month of the season. But yeah, got a nice little campground spot east of the city this year.
You love that though.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I'm surprised they're even making you pay for anything in Regina, to be quite honest with you. They should just give you that for free.
I haven't proved anything yet.
Once you do, if you have another 1,000-yard season, I guarantee you're not paying for that parking spot for your camper.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Toronto for a moment. And, it was, I think for any CFL fan, watching your career grow as a part of the Double Blue and, backing up Andrew and then coming to a 1,000-yard season, something you did in Mosaic, by the way. What was that experience in Toronto like to grow to the person you are today?
It was definitely humbling. It shows that just constant work to one goal will get you there eventually. I mean, I showed up, special teams guy only, and then I didn't even play. I was cut, given another opportunity. So as long as you just put your faith in what you're doing, strive to be the best version of yourself that day, it'll all work out. And that's kind of how my career unfolded in Toronto.
What will you miss the most about the Argos?
The locker room, the guys that you kind of grow with, That running back room was amazing. There's only 2 left there, though, so it sucks about professional sports as it leaves. But yeah, the teammates and the support staff there was amazing.
Before we get out to your extracurricular activities, one more question about Mosaic. I mentioned the big games. You broke the 1,000-yard mark there. You won a Grey Cup there, and now this is your home stadium. Is there a comfort level because of what you've achieved?
Yeah, I mean, nothing but good memories there at that stadium. I mean, just when you walk into the stadium, you feel like a professional. And the way they laid out the locker room, the training tables, and all that. And then you walk out there, it's an actual packed house. It's a pretty cool atmosphere.
Are you going to be able to wrestle in Regina?
I think wrestling might be just pushed to the side for just a bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is breaking news.
Yeah. I got to keep our new head coach happy for just a little bit.
So this is Cory's decision?
No, not Cory's decision, but he wished me all the luck at my last one a few weeks ago, but I could tell that he
doesn't like you jumping off top ropes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. That's what I can understand. So I'm gonna, keep an eye on what's the new moves being done in 5-10 years when I'm retired. We might give it another shot.
I mean, this is what we're seeing now. Jason Kelsey is clearly making a nice career now.
Yeah.
So I think you should keep it in your back pocket.
Well, I just tagged him. I said 2 Ohio kids on a tag team. We might have to make this happen.
But in terms of what it did for your personality too, I think that was the most fun part for us, especially seeing you have this persona that we didn't even know existed. Now we've got the blonde hair, we've got the Thor look. Do you think it literally allowed you to become more of yourself?
I 100% did. I was always the one that tried not to say too much, tried to hide. In high school, if your hair stuck out of your helmet, the coach cut it. So I always had a buzz cut. I was just a typical, don't do much, don't say much, don't stand out. And the hair started growing, and then when you have to act a certain way in a ring, kind of learn how to flip the switch in your mind to be a different person. And on the football field, it's the same way now. I just try to be entertaining, try to give the fans something to cheer for, but at the end of the day, you still got to put in the work.
The look, do you think it's intimidating with the eye black, the hair coming out the back? Do you think defenders are just looking at you now like, oh my God, I have to stop this guy?
I like to think it's intimidating. I don't know about the blonde flow running behind me.
I agree with that. That one might not be that scary, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
July the 4th will be your first meeting with your former team. You got that one circled?
Yeah, it's circled.
Yeah.
Just because I'm trying to get my family there. That's the only reason.
Okay, that makes sense. Speaking of family, by the way, my father was your biggest fan. He is a double blue fan for the rest of his life. What do you say to the fans of Toronto who now have your jerseys and are crushed?
First off, I just want to thank them for the 5 years of support. I believe they supported me before the organization supported me. They knew what I could do, just from the couple games I played in my early career. So thank you for everything. The fans were tough to leave. But I just want to say I'm sorry. I had to do this for myself. Football career is only so long, so trying to just be at peace and enjoy the few seasons I have left. And they're more than welcome to fill BMO in a green 45 jersey, August 22nd. I believe the C&E game.
Yes, it is. It is Toronto, August 22nd. We're sitting here in 1 year's time. What have you done for the Saskatchewan Roughriders? Brought
the community closer together, brought a team closer together, and hopefully a fun little Grey Cup ring with it.
Thank you, AJ.
Thank you.
Home, baby. Rider Nation, this is home. We're home.